Peace, family. It's Ahmad Wazir. Just coming off a run, trying to stay consistent. But man, I didn't want to do this video, but I kind of got to. You know what I'm saying? And it's called the myth of motivation. And I'm gonna make it as simple as possible. I was watching a motivational video today, and you know, this guy, he's not well known or whatever, and you know, he was saying some good stuff, you know, nothing that you never heard before, and I was just sitting there listening to it, right? And I was just like, motivation is a decision. I don't care how many videos we watch, how many books we read, those things can spark inspiration, and those things can spark us to get started. But I'll give an example of something I do all the time. I leave my lights on in my car all the time, so I have to get jumps occasionally. I need to go ahead and invest in a jump box, but that's a whole nother story, because I tend to leave my lights on rushing or leave the ignition key turned and all this stuff. So anyway, somebody can come and give me a jump, you know, but all they can do is give the spark to the battery, which is already there, and then the battery sends it to the alternator and the starter and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be, if I just got a battery and none of that other stuff, you know, a jump ain't gonna help me. You gotta have all the parts in that car that you're driving, right? Horrible example, but you get what I'm saying. So this whole thing, like, of, you know, we're waiting on somebody to motivate us, right? We know what we want to do, but the reality is we don't need motivation. We need to make a decision. And in the book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, he talks about the word decision. And it comes from a Latin word that means to cut off. Once we make a decision, we cut off those things that would get in the way of what we want to do. And that's what hangs us up, because we don't want to cut off what we have going on and commit to something that would take us to another level. But why don't we want to commit to stuff? It's because the subconscious mind does not like change. The subconscious mind, which is 70% of our mind, is wired for routine. So when a change happens, the subconscious mind starts saying, whoa, what's going on? You know, it's danger, because this is safe. The subconscious mind is wired for routine, and routine is to keep us safe. But when we do something different, it causes a moment of discomfort, you know, but that's a part of it. And if we could cut through that force of, you know, the discomfort, and that's where having a coach or, you know, motivational speakers or whatever, those things can help us navigate through that time. But ultimately, a decision has to be made to begin with. How many people say, man, I want to lose weight? I've done it 1,000 times, but I did not make a decision that I'm going to get my ass up at this time every day and do this. Or I want to read more, but I don't get my ass up and read. So it's not external, it's internal. But until we make a decision and cut it off, we can watch as many YouTube videos and have conversations, but the subconscious mind is just gonna trick you into sticking to your routine. And if your routine is getting you where you are and you're not happy where you are, then you gotta go through that pain of creating a new habit. Last thing I'll say, somebody said to me the other day, Ahmad, you're always so positive. Every time I see you, you're smiling. You're always so positive, which Of course, this person ain't around me 24 hours a day, so they would know that's not true. But even with my disposition, that's practice. I have to practice, being positive, because I could fall into, and I've struggled with depression for years and up and down on that horse and everything. So I have to fight even harder, to keep myself at a level that I'm not collapsing in on myself, because I've done that so many times. So I said to the person, I said, well, it's practice. You become what you practice. I practice positive thinking. I practice for years, telling myself, one of the brothers in the mosque with me in Richmond would tell me all the time, he would say, how you doing? Brother Alfred, Brother Ma, how you doing? I'm all right. I'm okay. He said, Ahmad, stop telling yourself that. He said, I want you to say excellent. I want you to say great. And I started doing it. It's something small. And I started doing it. And even till this day, I do it. And it feeds the subconscious mind. And after a while, the subconscious mind accepts whatever you feed it. If you say excellent, it's going to believe it. The subconscious mind is like it's like a little child. It's like, okay, if you tell it every day, we're excellent, it's going to believe it. If you say, man, I'm all right, I'm hanging, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we are our habits, and our habits come from making a decision. And once that decision is made, going through the pain of establishing those habits. They used to say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. Now, some people are saying it takes 66 days. So think about that. So it's a journey, but think about where you are and where you want to go. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. But if you want to change, you got to go through the difficulty of breaking out of that old habit, that old defective way of thinking, and into something new. But it starts with a decision from you. You got to make up your mind. I got to make up my mind. I'm going to do this. Not having a conversation and talking about it. Not watching 1,000 YouTube videos. I like videos and stuff, and I make videos, but still, it just becomes entertainment until we actually do something with it. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.